Good morning, guys. So unfortunately today we fly home, so we've just been finishing packing. We've got a little bit more to do because obviously we didn't get home from Epic until like 10:30 last night, but we're going to head down, get some breakfast. 90% of it's done. It's just mainly hand luggage and a couple of souvenirs. So let's go down and have some breakfast, get the rest packed up. We're going to shower and then we'll just have to sit in the lobby for a bit. So as you're waiting for the lift, you get a nice little sort of view of Orlando, and in the distance, I don't know if you can see this over there, that's Epic, so you can see Stardust Racers coaster. So we're heading into Pier Market 8. I don't really rate the food in here, so I think Surfside's a much better menu, but we've never had breakfast, so we'll have a look what they offer. So we have our breakfast. This is probably the worst breakfast I've ever seen at any of the Universal hotels. So we got this, Becca got bacon instead of sausage, and even with this discount it was $32, but we just need a meal before we hit the road. So we are all packed, getting one little last look at the view. It is a pretty decent view. We are like right in the corner. I would have preferred to be in like that block facing over here, but still a pretty decent view, and we didn't really sit out and look at it much. But got all the cases. Just watching a little bit TV and just give the room a bit of a tidy up, and now it's time to check out. So we are at the airport. It took about, I would say about an hour 20.
Yeah.
But it was cool because we got to see a rocket launch. So there was a SpaceX launch from Kennedy Space Center, so we got to see that. But we're at the airport, took 5 minutes to check in because this is basically Melbourne's airport. It is tiny. So we're just about to go through security, so I'll put the camera away for them and then find somewhere to sit for the next couple of hours. So we've made it to the airport. There was literally no queue through security. We're just literally in and out. And this is the departure lounge at Melbourne Airport. So you've got a little tap room there, which I think we're going to go into, a tiny duty-free store, a little snack store, and like a newsagent style store. So we'll probably head into the duty-free, have a little look, and maybe grab some lunch in the tap room, which we went last time and it was really nice. So the duty free here is actually quite tiny. It's just this little store here. Sorry, I'll sort the camera out. Just this little tiny store. Obviously we're used to Orlando Airport. So we've just been sitting in the tap room. Here's a look at the menu. You can pause it and have yourself a bit of a better look. So I've just ordered the Florida beer called Hurricane Pilsner, and it's just arrived, so we'll give it a try. So the food here is absolutely huge. So Becca got the California chicken sandwich, which is guacamole and chicken, and I went for the taproom burger, which is huge. So the other side of the terminal to where the tour flight takes off has a Tiki Bar. So we're just sitting having a little drink, and this is like the American side. This is all like the domestic flights in the USA. But you can't see on camera, but it is chucking it down with rain. There's a huge thunderstorm above us, so hopefully the flight's not delayed. So we're going back through to the international bit now. The domestic bit is much quieter. There's literally no seats because this is what I call the TUI bit, because it's mainly only TUI fly from here. And the thunderstorm seems to have stopped. So we actually should have been in the air by now, but the flight's been delayed due to lightning in the area. It looks like it's clearing up a little bit, but just trying to catch some lightning for you, but I don't think it's going to happen without us standing here for ages. But it is now 10 to 5. We should have been taken off at 4:40, but they've still got the ramps closed, and also the Manchester flight's still here. That should have taken off at like 3:30. So we're finally getting ready to board after an hour and a bit delay, and there is still thunder in the area, but hopefully we'll get on and get in the sky. So we've just landed in Newcastle Airport. As you can tell, the big crowd right up there is where our baggage is, but we're just quickly using the bathroom and letting the crowd die down a little bit because we don't live far from the airport. I'll do a full report on the flight when I get home and show the merch and all that sort of stuff that we got later on, because it was not a great flight, but we're going to get our bags and get a taxi home and grab some sleep. So we have made it home. Going to go straight to sleep for a little bit. The only thing I did was open our cabin case because I had the Universal Monsters vinyl in there and our photo op from Battle at the Ministry, which I'll show you later on when we get all the merch out. Gonna go to bed for a couple of hours and I'll do a little bit of a trip report after that and show you the merch that we got. So we've had a little bit of a rest. We went to bed at like 9, woke up at 12. Just a little nap to take the edge off a little bit. We've just unpacked all of the stuff that we've bought and we didn't realise we'd actually bought this much. So we normally fly with Virgin and we normally pay for an extra suitcase, but that's not an option with TUI that we know of. They said we could only add 5 kilograms extra of luggage, which is what we did for the return flight. So we were trying to limit it, but it looks like we bought quite a bit, so I'll spin the camera around and show you. So yes, we did end up buying quite a bit, but I'll show you what we got. So Becca always uses these bags for like lunch at work, so she got an Epic one. This is just a duty-free pickup. I saw this in the vlog. We got the Jaws cup. Got this new print to put out in the hallway, and we each got a Epic opening day commemorative, I can't even say that properly, ticket. So we're going to get those framed. So whilst Becca was in line for merch, she saw this and got me a grand opening day Dark Universe pin. This here is the ride photo from the Battle of the Ministry. So there's us there in the front row. And it comes in this awesome Azkaban Daily Prophet. So we're also going to get this framed and put that in our bathroom. Becca got this little key ring that she wanted. A little toothless key ring. And we got a epic photo frame because we are going to print off a photo from opening day just for memories. And then I really wanted this epic popcorn bucket just because it lights up. So what a fun fact as well, it clips apart so you can use the front part as a decoration so you don't have to have the whole thing. We also got an Epic Universe Coke bottle. We got 2 power-up bands which we've been playing around with in Epic. So we will be taking these back in September. One of my favourite things is the Dark Universe vinyl. So excited that I got this, and it's all the music that is played around the Dark Universe portal, and it is also composed by Danny Elfman. We got our pass holder magnet and pass holder pin this month, and Ash and Chelsea got us a few things. So they got us some pretzels to try, some Harry Potter Butterbeer Hershey Kisses, some Buffalo Cheez-Its, some Old Bay Seasoning Goldfish, looking forward to trying them, Harry Potter Butterbeer flavoured goldfish, and some Harry Potter Fudge Stripes. And they got us some Beer Braised Steak Miller Lite Pringles to try, and these little, I've never seen these before, these little Miniverse potion making kits. Might have to show them on Instagram because they're really cool. Becca got a few things at Sephora. You'll have saw that in the vlog. The Tiki glass, these are just an assortment of cups. That's the potion one from Dark Universe, the 2 refillable cups, and the one from Bar Moonshine with the little bits and bobs in there. And then last but not least, I got 2 ones, which I'll open them up and I'll show you in a second. And Becca also picked up an Awala bottle as well, which she was dying for. So this is one of the ones that I got. Really, really nice design with the blue bit or greeny bit on the camera in the middle. So this is a Gen 2 interactive wand, and this second wand is a Epic exclusive. I wasn't going to get this one, but then I saw it in person, I had to get it. So it has the Phoenix on, which if you are leaving the Wizarding World portal, you'll see a huge Phoenix on the arches on the way out, and I just absolutely loved the detail and design and stuff on this one. So again, this is a Gen 2 interactive wand, so I'll be taking one of these back in September to have a play with in the park. So a little bit of a confession, this is actually 2 months later than the last clip that you saw. We did plan on filming this the same weekend we got back, but the jet lag got the best of us. So after the last clip, we've just had to watch it back just to see what it actually was. And it was the merch hall section, so we've done that. All the stuff's now officially away. So we thought we would just do a little bit of a recap of what we went over, and a little bit on plans for our next trip, which is coming up very soon. Yep. As you can see, we are wearing Horror Nights t-shirts, so that gives you an indication. We are very excited for Horror Nights, but should we talk about the flight first? So we don't always fly from Newcastle. Becca prefers flying.
I like to fly from Newcastle because it's closer to home. So when you land, it's quicker to get home. Where Manchester, you've got to then drive.
Yeah, so we've got about a 20-minute taxi ride home from the airport. But with Manchester, it's like a 3.5 hour drive, even though Becca doesn't drive.
Yeah, but I'm trying to stay awake for you.
So she tries to stay awake to keep me company. But we're not huge fans of Newcastle Airport, really, are we? It's we call it like a party airport. It's full of people going on stag do's and hen do's, and the music's really loud in the morning and stuff when you just want to sit peacefully. Yeah. We could have did the lounge. We've never done the lounge at Newcastle before. But it is just a lot easier. But we're not really fans of TUI, or overly fond of TUI.
Yeah, we like Virgin better.
Virgin we think's a better airline, but we got on the Dreamliner obviously in May to go out, and it looked quite dirty, the plane, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Luckily we take wipes to wipe everything down.
Yeah, we wiped everything down, but just like there was dust falling, wasn't there?
Oh yeah,
I didn't even have like the aircon on, but like there was just dust randomly falling all the time. When I was watching the TV, you just see it just floating down. I know like the planes fly constantly and stuff, but luckily we take the wipes and wipe stuff down because it wasn't, again, very, very clean. The food was actually surprisingly good this trip, wasn't it?
Uh-huh.
What did we have again?
It was the chicken and leek pie.
Chicken and leek pie. I think I remember on the vlog saying that it was actually quite nice. I don't think I'd had chicken and leek pie before.
Yeah.
It's not something we would normally cook at home. But it was pretty decent. We were a little bit worried because we got the dreaded email that the screens weren't working on the flight. So we did get that last May as well. And one of the screens wasn't working last year.
Oh, yes.
But luckily there was nobody sitting
next to us.
So Becca just moved across the seat. But our friends Sam and Kira, they messaged us and said like download some stuff before you go, because the screens weren't working on their flight. So we were like panic downloading multiple episodes of The Office.
Yeah, and I downloaded Shrek, I think, and I can't remember. I was trying to do like Universal films.
Yeah, you don't realise as well how much memory it takes on your phone. So when we landed in Orlando, I made sure to delete it so I had more memory for like photos and stuff. But luckily the TVs worked. The selection of movies was actually all right. So the issue with me is I can't concentrate on a flight.
Yeah.
So I tend to just watch something I've seen 100 times. So I think I watched Fast and Furious.
Yeah, I think you did.
I think I watched...
I can't remember what I watched now. I think it was...
You watched something DreamWorks. I remember you watched like a cartoon style film.
I can't think, because we had a lovely lady next to us, next to me, so I was sitting talking to her for the majority of the flight.
She was really, really nice. We were hoping for an empty seat so we could stretch out a bit, but in terms of like getting one person next to you, she was really nice.
Oh yeah, she was.
She was giving us sweets for takeoff for our ears popping, and she didn't live too far away from us as well, so she was really nice. So it made the flight go a little bit better, really, didn't it?
Yeah, and at the end of the flight, she wanted to know what seats we were in coming back.
Yeah,
so she could sit with us on the way back.
She came and found us at baggage reclaim and asked what seats we were on the way back. So we're like checking into the app because I never booked the same seats there and back. So she was asking us like what seats we had. So I'm quickly trying, but unfortunately she couldn't.
No, she couldn't.
We did see her in the airport, but she couldn't get the seats next to us. But I can't remember who we had. Oh, you had a little boy next to you on the way back, didn't you? But going there and going back was a full flight. Where last year the flight was empty, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think that's because we went the first week of May, the first time to fly.
Yeah, we flew slightly later this trip, and as well, Epic was opening, I suppose, as well. Yeah. So that maybe's contributed to it being a full flight. One thing I didn't like was the transfer from
Melbourne
to Orlando. Yeah. That was the first time we'd got the transfer. Our friend couldn't pick us up this time, so normally he would pick us up and take us, whether it be from like MCO or Melbourne. But he was working, so he couldn't pick us up. So we got the transfer. But Melbourne Airport is that small, isn't it? That
you're through quick.
We were through. Yeah. I think I timed it, and it was like 22 minutes or something crazy like that from getting off the plane to getting baggage through customs. But that meant we were on the coach transfer for over an hour before it left.
Waiting.
Which normally I wouldn't be that fussed about, but we were going to Volcano Bay night.
Oh yeah.
So we were like clock watching because we wanted to get there on time. In the end, I think we only ended up being like 5 minutes late.
Something like that,
to Volcano Bay night, so it wasn't that bad. But that just sitting on the coach with like the heat was a bit of a killer, wasn't it? And then it was like an hour and 15 drive on the coach up to Orlando, so that's the only downside to flying from Newcastle. Yeah. You've got to fly into Melbourne, but then if you fly to Orlando, which is better when you're there, we've got to drive to like Manchester.
Luckily though, on the transfer, I think everyone was getting off at Dockside.
It was just Universal Hotels, I think,
it was
wasn't
the first stop. Wasn't it?
Yeah, so we logged into the TUI app and it said we had tons of stops all the way up iDrive, but we didn't stop at any of them. The first stop was literally... No, I stopped at Surfside first.
Oh, yes.
Stopped at Surfside and then
Dockside.
Over the road to Dockside, so we were lucky in that respect that we didn't have to wait too long.
Yeah.
First time staying at Dockside, what did you think?
I like it. It's a nice hotel, but it's just bigger, so there's more people staying.
Yeah.
Where Surfside is a little bit more quieter for us.
Yeah. So we've stayed now with Dockside and Surfside. Surfside seemed to be really peaceful and quiet.
Yeah.
Dockside was just packed constantly. The rooms were nice. The rooms were bigger, I felt, in Dockside than Surfside.
Oh yeah, they were, yeah.
The pool was a bit better at Dockside than Surfside.
Oh yeah.
I didn't like any of the food at the food court. I thought Surfside's food was much better. I got tacos one day and they just weren't good. There was nothing that you actually really wanted,
No,
so I think you ended up getting like
yeah.
a croissant or something.
Yeah.
The cocktails by the pool were nice. You had that Skittles one.
Oh yeah.
And I had something. We just wanted them because we wanted the
cups.
The cups. We are massive cup collectors, so we did want the cups. But it was nice because our friends Chelsea and Ash were there. Liz came to sit at the pool for a little bit. Tim came to sit at the pool, so we were just all chilling around the pool, playing a little bit with a beach ball and having a couple of drinks. That was fun. Would I stay at Dockside again? Probably not.
Yeah, I think
unless it came up mega cheap.
Yeah, I think the rooms are a little bit thin, like the walls, so you could hear people next door.
Yeah.
Which didn't matter to us that much because we were up early anyway. But if you'd had a night at Halloween Horror Nights,
if you had somebody who was really noisy, it would like obviously affect your stay. Well, luckily we didn't really have anyone noisy, but you could still hear noise. So I think if we were staying at one of Universal's iDrive ones, it would probably be Surfside again. But we do want to try Stella Nova and Terra Luna sometime, so we might try those ones out. But overall, we didn't have a bad stay.
Oh no, I enjoyed it. It's just personally for us, we like Surfside because it's a bit quieter.
Yeah. And the buses were really great to get into the park. Even in a busy period, the bus to Epic was really quick. Bus to Volcano Bay, so we didn't have to go to City Walk or anything. We could just go straight to Volcano Bay.
Yeah, because I was worried that they were going to stop the buses because Volcano Bay had actually shut.
Yeah, because we had the night ticket.
Yeah, but they still ran, so that was good.
Yeah, really good. And then on to Volcano Bay nights.
Yeah, that was absolutely amazing. I really want them to do that again so that we can go because 100% we'll be there. It was just it was totally different in the dark, wasn't it? Oh yeah, much better.
There was some things that could improve on. I didn't think the free food offering was very good. They either had a mac and cheese or like a shrimp salad thing. So I think they could maybe work the kinks out on that and maybe make it like a mini buffet or something like that, because the tickets weren't necessarily cheap and the event was quite short. I know it did let you in earlier if you didn't have like an annual pass or a daytime ticket. I think you could get in from 4. So technically you could be there from 4 till 10, but the event was only 7 till 10. So it was still quite busy between 4 and 7, and you didn't get any of the party offerings or anything like that. But the DJ was cool. Having a DJ on the beach, that was a good touch.
I think it would have been good if they did like for the food would be like the Shrexel and stuff like that.
Yeah, handed snacks out, even if they were mini versions, like that would have been good.
Instead of the shrimp, but I can see where they were going. They were trying to make like tropical theme.
But for the first event, for the first time that they did, I think they only did it 5 nights. We went to the very last night, and we were tired to do the rides, but we could have rode pretty much everything.
Oh yeah.
But we did go in the lazy river, the wave pool. We walked through the volcano, and just exploring the park in the dark was really good. I've been wanting Volcano Bay to open late since the park was built, because on the advertisements it was advertised when it was built that it was going to be like this huge lighting package and all that sort of stuff. So I would have thought by now they would have opened it late, but I would happily pay again for the after party event.
And when we were staying at Cabana Bay as well, I think that's why we've wanted a Volcano Bay night, because we've actually seen the park on a night time closed with all the lights on and seen how it would have looked.
There's been a couple of, I think twice we had Volcano Bay view rooms at Cabana Bay, and to sit and look out the window at like 9 p.m. at night, the park's just beautiful with the lights on. So to actually be able to go into the park in the dark was
an experience. It
was really fun, and it made it better that we were there with friends as well. So we were having just jokes and carry on, and a couple of cocktails, and it was nice because it wasn't dead hot, because there was no sun, nice, so it was like really nice. And like I think it helped us beat the jet lag as well.
I was just about to say, yeah, I think it did help with the jet lag because I think we didn't get back to the room till about 10:30.
Something like that.
Yeah, so that helped us go to stay up later, go to sleep, and then I think we did wake up a little bit early.
I think we woke up at like 5, 6.
Yeah, but then did we manage to go back to sleep?
I think we did because we don't really need early park entrance.
No.
Because we just take things slow anyway. So we normally grab a coffee and a breakfast and sit on City Walk. That's our little tradition.
Yeah, we love doing that.
So we weren't rushing to get up. So I think we might have went back to sleep and then unpacked.
Yeah.
But our tradition, we always go to Cinnabon and grab a Cinnabon iced coffee, and we grab the little
breakfast.
It's a breakfast roll type. It's like a savoury Cinnabon bun, but it has like a sausage patty, cheese and egg inside. And we just grab them and sit on City Walk next to where the Fat Tuesday's stall is, just by the Canal River. And they've moved Cinnabon now because it used to be where the Nintendo store is now. So they've moved that down to the river, so it's perfect. Just to sit down there and let the crowds go in. But
take our photos at the Grove.
Yeah, well,
in our secret spot.
Yeah, that's not very secret anymore because there's a lot more people now finding it. But yeah, that's our first travel day and stuff, and then just the regular heading back into our favourite place at Universal, which we absolutely love. We did Minions Mayhem, which we'd never rode in ages. Because we've been that often now, if anything's over like 30 minutes, we're like, we'll come back, and we never do. But we can spend hours in the parks and not do any rides and just be happy to be there.
Definitely.
We spent a whole week with our friends Ash and Chelsea, which we absolutely love. They are our best friends, so I don't think we stopped laughing the whole trip between the four of us. But there was a couple of new things at uni. There was they had a couple of food booths out which we didn't try. We wanted to, but it was just too hot. Yeah. But then he had the Jaws 50th stuff, which was really
liked
good.
It was a good thing to add, I think, because
they should keep it.
Yeah, and I think it's nice to have new little things like that to experience. So it makes definitely. It like you want to go because there's new things to look at.
So it was the Jaws, the movie, the 50th anniversary, so they did like a whole Amity Island section down by Alcatraz, which is where you get the Ocean Attack drink. And they did the San Francisco candy store with all the Jaws stuff in there. Becca even bought that bucket hat.
Yeah.
The Jaws 50th bucket hat, which she loves. She's had it on over here at home when it's been warm as well. Are you taking that in September?
Oh yes, 100%. I was just about to say as well, the photo opportunity that was there.
Oh, that was really good.
Yeah, we were standing having a drink, and we ended up, I think all four of us ended up taking photos for nearly everybody that turned up.
Yeah, I think people thought we were the resident photographer because we must have took about 20 photos of different people. We didn't mind.
Yeah.
We were just sitting having a drink, but we went and got the Ocean Attack so we could get the limited edition
Jaws
cup.
Yeah.
Again, huge cup collectors. It's ridiculous. But yeah, that was our time at Universal. We had a really good time, but the main thing which we flew over for was the opening day of Epic Universe. We'd planned to try and be there for opening since we knew
it was announced.
Since we knew Epic was announced, we wanted to be a part of history, and it's the first theme park we'll have saw in Orlando, and we love Universal so much that we wanted to be a part of it, and couldn't have asked for a better day, really, could we? Yeah. So like I say, Epic Universe was we couldn't have asked for a better day. We were both nervous waking up. Because I think we wanted it to be so perfect, and we expected to have a pretty bad day, logistical wise.
Yeah, we thought we weren't gonna. We thought whatever we'll get on, but we were just gonna go and take everything in, and be there, be a part of it.
Because we knew we would be going back.
Yeah.
So we weren't expecting to get on any rides, and then we woke up mega early. We were up 4 a.m. and we were on the buses weren't meant to start till 6. So we found out the buses started early, so I quickly text Ash, and Ash is like a huge panicker if something isn't to the plan, whoo. But
he makes me laugh.
He ran. I don't even think Chelsea was ready, and he ran down to the lobby suited and booted, ready to go. But we got on the bus at I think about 5:15. Got to Epic maybe 6:15, I think.
Something like that.
And we were some of the first like 200 people in the queue. We were literally at the gate. And I knew it was going to be such a special day from them because the security guard was like hyping everyone up, which you'll have hopefully saw in the vlog by now. And just as soon as we got in the gates, like, wow, like...
It was hard to speak because I was trying to hold back crying, actually, because it felt so overwhelming that it was weird.
Because we'd waited so long.
And we didn't know what to expect because...
We didn't watch any vlogs or anything, and we hadn't like even saw many photos. We tried to just have a media blackout.
Yeah.
So we like... Normally, like, we'll look at something on a vlog and we know, we'll be like, oh, that's that off that vlog. But we did try not to do that with Epic, and so everything pretty much was a surprise. And from even meeting Toothless, and then we went straight on Hiccup's wing gliders, it was just amazing. And I couldn't believe the crowds.
I know
how quiet it was for opening day. And I'm so glad that Universal decided to cap attendance.
Yeah.
Because of how good of a day we had. We got to go on every ride apart from the water ride, Stardust, and I think Curse of the Werewolf.
But that was our decision, really. We didn't want to go on Stardust because
we don't do big coasters.
The water ride we didn't want to get soaking wet. Yeah.
And the Curse of the Werewolf, we weren't sure on the spinniness because I get dizzy quite easy, but I think in September we're just going to do it because it's only a 30-second ride, so we'll just try and put up with the spinniness. But we ate everywhere we wanted to eat. We rode Munsters 3 times in a row. I think we rode it 4 times that day, but we just kept going back and back. And I couldn't have had a better day. It was just perfect.
It really was perfect. And like, the time went so quick as well before we knew it.
But we felt like we'd done so much, even though it went really quick. And they were pretty much kicking us out the park. We left the park at like 10:05. So we were there from like, almost 5:30 in the morning till 10 o'clock at night. It was just amazing. We can't wait to be back at Epic. But then we woke up the next day for our last day, and I did try to get Epic tickets, and it was sold out. So we went to guest services at the hotel, and she just basically laughed, and she was like, yeah, you've got no chance of getting tickets. And then we were going to Universal anyway because it was our last full day. And Becca was like, we'll just try guest services at the park. Didn't even get to the guest services window, and the guy went, I'm just like, anything I can help you with. As soon as I said Epic tickets again, he laughed. He was like, yeah, you're not getting Epic tickets. So I said, hey, we'll just go to Universal. So we went into Universal. We were going to I don't want to sound like a snob, but like, because we'd had such an amazing day at Epic, we wanted that again.
Definitely felt different going into Universal after Epic.
Yeah, going back to Universal, we were like, we've done this so many times, we want more new.
Yeah.
Even though we love Universal, it was just because Epic was so new and different and we hadn't experienced it before.
Wanted more.
So we did a couple of rides, I think, at uni, and then we went up to meet Doc Brown, had a good interaction with Doc Brown. And then I just said, I'm just going to refresh the app at like about 9:15 last time, and there was pass holder tickets available. So I don't even think I told you at the time. I just bought them and I went, oh, well, I've got Epic tickets. You were like, what? So I was like, yeah, I've just literally bought Epic tickets. Let's go. so we cut the meet and greet short with Doc.
I felt bad leaving Universal because we love it so much, but we just needed another day at
Epic. Day. One day wasn't enough.
No.
So we left the park at like about 9:20, and we were at Epic for about 10.
Just after 10, I think, because did it open at 10?
It opened at 10, which wasn't bad considering we were at the back of the park.
Yeah.
And then we had to get all the way to City Walk on the bus and then through the Kronos at Epic.
It was good to see how it ran from Universal. How easy it was.
So I think when it comes on the annual pass, it'll be so easy to park hop.
Oh yeah.
To do a morning in Universal and head to Epic on the bus. It didn't take long at all, the bus ride. But when we headed into Epic the second time, we thought it was going to be packed again.
Yeah.
And it was like, it was even quieter than opening day, wasn't it? Like, we walked through the Kronos and there was nobody there. It was like the park was empty. But we took a left. I don't know why we took a left.
We were going to go to Super Mario World.
First, but then we saw that the artists were doing the watercolour paintings. So we really wanted one of them because we saw people get those on the preview days, but I don't think we saw them opening day. So we waited about half an hour in line for there, and I'm glad we did because it's like a nice souvenir to keep.
And it was a good interaction, like speaking to her
so
as well.
The artist was like over the moon that her art was coming back to England, and we said we were going to frame it and put it up in the house. So she loved the thought of that. And then again, we had another amazing day, just me and you.
Yeah.
And obviously, because we'd already done it the day before, we sort of knew where to go. So we knocked some rides out. I think we went straight to Hiccups, I think.
We did, yeah. Well, I think we got the mac and cheese cone.
Oh, yes, we stopped for the mac and cheese cone, which was so good. I think next time we'll share one.
Yeah, it was a bit big.
And then we can try maybe more snacks. Because we had one of those each, because we didn't know the size of them, and then we didn't really have anything till dinner.
Yeah.
So I'd rather share one and maybe try a couple of snacks.
Yeah.
And then we rode Hiccups straight away. We got near the back, which was a lot more intense, but absolutely loved it. Again, we rode Munsters multiple times. We rode
Battle at the Ministry
twice. We got on there. The first wait was 50 minutes, which we waited for, and that was our first time. I think we only waited about 40 minutes maybe when we were on. And then later on in the evening, the wait time dropped to 30 minutes. I think our friend Travis texted saying that...
he'd just come off, I think.
Just come off, and he said it was a walk-on. And we thought, even if it's a short wait, but we went in and it was empty, wasn't it? There was nobody in the queue at all. So we got to walk right the way through, and we were with our friend Tom and his wife Patty. So we got to ride that with them. We did Mario Kart. We did a night ride on Hiccups in the Geiger's front row, which is front row at night time on Hiccups was amazing.
We went to the Burn and Blade Tavern and got
we got a couple of drinks, which was really nice. That's a good theme in there. It's smaller than I thought because we didn't do that opening day. We didn't have time, but we went just me and Becca. Do want to try the garlic steak from there when we go back. And we got a drink, which was nice. So we're going to go back there.
Yeah,
we'll talk about our plans after. And we pretty much did everything we wanted to do. We saw the Untrainable Dragon show.
Oh, yeah.
Because we went to do that opening day and it was cancelled because it was the last show of the night. That is the best show I've ever seen in Orlando. It's so good.
Yeah, I couldn't even talk about it when we came out because I was going to cry because it was so...
It was amazing.
Yeah.
And then... we didn't get a chance to watch Le Cirque Ocanu again in Wizarding World, but we spent a lot of time just walking around. We went to Pizza Moon, so we tried another new food location. Pizza Moon, awesome. Can't wait to go back there. And then we watched the fountain show, which was just brilliant. Yeah. Absolutely. We had seats, like, I'm a nerd, so I wanted seats like right in the middle, aligned with the Helios Hotel. And the middle of the fountain, so we were right in the middle, so it was awesome.
But it wasn't even that busy. We literally turned up and just sat down there because we even left to go and ride Hiccups, come back, and we still got the same. Like it wasn't as busy where you couldn't. You had to just find. So that was good.
Yeah, and then that was our final night for our May trip in Orlando. But what a way to round the trip off. It was perfect. But we're going back again, so it's July now, the end of July. But we are going back in September, as you can tell, for Horror Nights. Horror Nights this year sounds really, really good, doesn't it?
Yeah, because I'm not really. I like HHN Night. I've got a love-hate relationship having that. I like it, but it scares us sometimes. But everything that's been announced so far, I'm actually really excited for, especially the zones. The zones this year seem really good.
So Becca doesn't really do the houses, but last year she did 4 houses. So we're going to try and turn it up a notch and maybe see if she can do 5 or 6. I think so far a lot of the houses sound quite tame, apart from Terrifier.
Yeah, there's no way I'll be doing Terrifier.
We'll not get Becca and Terrifier, but I think the other houses, judging by the theming, I think she should be fine in. Yeah. Obviously, I'm going to do all 10. I've got Express Pass. Becca doesn't. But if she does, like, most of the houses this year, we might have to get you Express next year so we can get in and out. But very excited. There's still 2 houses left to announce at this point. And the shows and all the food and stuff at the time of recording this. So it's going to make for a good year, which is crazy because it's an anniversary year next year. So you would think they would keep, like, big stuff like
Well,
this.
yeah,
Excited for Fallout. Can't wait for that in Friday the 13th.
I'm really excited for the Mel's
Yeah, as you can
zombie.
I'm gutted I didn't buy that t-shirt last year, so I think we'll have to share. But we do have plans to go back to Epic. We have 3 days planned at Epic Universe, and we are potentially doing a 4th because we just love Epic so much. So I think 3-4 days is perfect, where we can take everything slower. We can watch the shows, try more food, drink, snacks.
We're going to go around each portal and look at everything. Spend more time in each portal.
Take it all in.
Yeah, definitely. Try different snacks.
Yeah.
Because something Harry Potter we really want to
try. We want to try the cafe with the butterbeer crepe and the croissant and stuff. So there's a couple of things. So we're gonna split things so that we can try more things on our trip. And we are expecting it to be mega busy, hence the 3-4 days. So we think across like 3-4 days, we should at least get every ride that we want to done twice in 4 days.
Yeah.
So that should be perfect amount of time. Of course, we've got Universal and Islands of Adventure planned. We don't have any Disney planned this September because we did do Disney in May, which we forgot to talk about. But we did Epcot. And we're just going to give it a break. Did Disney this year. We try and plan too much stuff.
Yeah.
So we want a couple of relaxing days.
Especially with Epic as well. In Halloween Horror Nights, we want to try and
chill out during the days. So our chill out days are going to be like uni. So we can just like wake up later, head into Universal and Islands, and then come back and chill before Horror Nights.
Yeah.
My birthday present.
Yeah, I was just about to say.
Of Becca. My birthday was in January, but she's paid for us to go to Kennedy Space Centre, which I've wanted to do for so long. We've just never squeezed it in. No. So very, very excited for that. We're hoping to upgrade to the bus tour thing as well.
Yeah.
Which is just reminding us we need to pay for that. Do the bus tour so we can... I think there was like an extra bus tour where you get a few extra perks. So we'll probably...
You can get on and off, can't you?
You can get on and off. I think where if you just do the normal tour, I think you can't get off. So we have a day planned at Kennedy Space Centre. We'll be probably going to Volcano Bay.
Yeah. I think I've got that in, and I think
shopping
definitely, not possibly just a morning.
Yeah,
shopping,
we're not huge shoppers. We maybe head to the mall to Bath and Body Works, and I like to go to Dick's Sporting Goods.
Yeah.
Have a look at like the NFL Miami Dolphins stuff, and maybe the outlets. I'm not too sure.
Yeah, because mainly the stuff that I wanted, I got in May. So at the moment, there's not really anything high on my list that I want. Yeah,
we're not, as I say, we're not huge shoppers. We like theme park collectibles and stuff. We like the collector's side of things. But we are very excited to get back. A lot of content coming. If you've noticed as well, Becca is in the vlogs a lot more. So for years it was just me, hence why the channel was called Florida Guy. But Becca now wants to get more involved.
Yes. Shy. It's not as shy anymore.
So the channel has changed now to Gary and Becca, just to make it more personable in memories for us. And I've invested in another new camera. If you watched a while, you know every year I buy a different camera because I've never found the perfect vlogging camera. But the last 2 trips I've used the Osmo, which I think's great.
Seems perfect.
Yeah, it is as well. It's easy to use. It means you can pick it up as well. Where like if I give Becca the big camera, you wouldn't know where to start because it's such a confusing camera to use, and every shot you need to change settings and stuff. And now that's one of the reasons why I didn't vlog a great deal, is because it was an amazing camera, the image quality, but just getting the shot was so much work.
Yeah.
And I got a mic free with this camera, which I didn't use when it was just me vlogging. But now Becca was in the last vlog, she was very quiet. So we've invested in getting Becca a mic.
Somewhere here. There it is.
So we both have the mics now, so we're just this is our first test run of the mics, but we think it'll be good for in the parks to drown some of the noise out so we don't have to shout, especially horror nights as well.
Definitely.
So yeah, I'm very excited for Becca to be in the vlogs a lot more.
Yeah.
And just create some memories of us two in our favourite place. So I think we'll wrap it up there. So this is the end of the May series. September I'll be starting as soon as we get back. In the start of October I'll be editing and uploading, and very excited. And we do also have another trip planned. However, you'll have to wait until the end of the September series to find out the details of that one. So I'm going to wrap it up here. So thanks for watching if you made it this far. Hope you enjoyed the May series. We had a blast filming it and trying all the new stuff. And we'll see you in the September ones. Bye.
Bye.
Now I know why it never worked out.